This is about the changes to TikTok. If you don't know, this is Dylan Page. He's a TikToker and obviously a YouTuber, but mainly a TikToker. And he is quitting TikTok because of the recent changes. He's going to go into it, why. But as a primarily a TikTok creator myself, I think it'll be a good video to watch. Because honestly, the last couple of days have been absolutely shit from a butt for TikTok. They've been really, really bad. Like absolutely terrible for TikTok. I don't know what they did to it. I don't know what America did when they got control of it, but it's like dead ass, genuinely gone. Genuinely. Even. Genuinely. Wait a second. Dead genuinely. Did we just do something? Did I just do something there? Don't nobody steal that. I gotta upload that tomorrow. Don't nobody steal it. Okay. Let's watch this. We need to talk about TikTok.
This is not a video I ever thought I'd be making, but I think it's the right time to just put it all out there. You see, I've been creating content on TikTok for the last 5 years. I have posted thousands of videos, generated tens of...
My friend YZ Shrimp, the streamer guy, tried to stream for the first time after his brain in his TikTok studio just didn't work for some reason. He could only stream on Twitch. Yeah, dead ass. Like, before, like I had grown my TikTok live back to like a couple hundred viewers on it over the last few weeks, and all of a sudden, whenever the sale went through all the way, I can't get over 15 again. So, love that for me. Love that for us. But, you know, we keep pushing.
Billions of views. I've got 18 million followers on the platform.
Yep.
Hell, last month I was at ByteDance's headquarters, all the way over in China. But in that time, I have noticed some truly strange things that I've never witnessed on any other platform.
TikTok actually decides what news reaches viewers and which news doesn't. What TikTok is doing is against EU law.
And I'll be honest, for the longest time, I didn't want to share any of this publicly because it is literal self-sabotage. You see, according to TikTok's own terms and conditions, which you can read, it's in plain English, you may not make any derogatory public comment or statement concerning TikTok, or else you can be removed from their creator rewards program.
That's in there?
Never make money on the platform again. So
that's in the terms.
This one counts.
I agree to that.
In my hand is a 3-page response directly from TikTok containing information.
I don't remember agreeing to that one. I can't lie. But okay, hell yeah.
Has never been made publicly available.
Yeah.
And for the TikTok employees I know that are watching this right now, I promise this is for the greater good of the platform. Now, in my other hand, we have accounts from whistleblowers who are sharing their concerns and insights about TikTok, its moderation, and again, some of this information has never been made publicly available. And lastly, we have also spoken to some of the platform's largest creators, hearing their experiences for the first time.
Largest creators? I think. Wait, hold on. Dylan, I didn't get a call, Dylan. Dylan, you didn't call me, Dylan. Dylan, you said TikTok's largest creators. You didn't call me. You didn't call me, Dylan. As the world's fastest 6'7" guy and the Rage Bait guy, you didn't call me. I had a lot to say, personally, but it's okay. I fuck with you, Dylan.
And spoiler on that one, I think some of your favorite TikTokers might be making a lot less money than you think. Now, with that being said,
he meant in followers, not weight. Somebody ban that guy. Somebody get that guy out of here, deadass. Like genuinely get that guy out of here forever.
The purpose of this video and what we're about to get into is not to bash TikTok. I happen to like the platform and I want to see it thrive, but some serious problems need to be highlighted that are forcing some of the platform's largest and up-and-coming creators off of the platform for good. And I don't want that to happen. So, I think we should stop the yapping and let's get cracking.
A Newsday production, Chapter 1, Moderation. TikTok moderation is probably one of the worst that I've ever dealt with. You can get a post taken down for literally nothing. Like genuinely nothing. And And if you try to appeal it, it doesn't go to a person. It goes to an automated system, obviously. And the appeal will get a response in legitimately 3 minutes telling you just no. Just no. No, it was wrong. It goes against our terms of service. And it's like, just like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't have anything going on that you say.
Hey, bud. Just heading there now. I have sank years into that, like literal years of making content every single day, posting a bunch of times. I wake up one morning and they put up a notification. They say your account is permanently banned. Ooh. Being a content creator in general is risky enough, let alone being...
I reacted to a video. I took a video that had 20 million views on TikTok. I reacted to it and posted it on my TikTok, and I got a strike on my account because the video that I was reacting to was too graphic, they said. The video that was up for a year and had 20 million views on it, they said was too graphic whenever I reposted it. What are we, like, TikTok? Come on. TikTok, come on.
On a platform that is sporadically banning people for, they don't even explain why. They just, you're gone.
First of all, I'm so glad you're doing this video. I, for a long time, didn't know how my experience compared to other people's experiences on TikTok.
Do not stay on one platform.
That's not me either.
I was stuck on TikTok for years. That's all I cared about. When I got banned, I was definitely stuck. Sat there with, you went from loads of money or whatever money you were making, right? It was zero overnight, and it takes a lot to start again, trust me.
Okay, let's start with how I got here, because last week, I don't think I ever expected to be posting this video. It pains me to say this, but guys, I am leaving TikTok for a few days. The censorship on this platform is getting out of hand. Yeah, that video was right after one of the biggest news stories of the decade broke, and when I went to go and cover it, I experienced an abnormal amount of videos getting taken down. We're talking 5 videos in 2 days, either entirely taken off the platform or their newer moderation technique ineligible for recommendation. These graphs are...
The amount of times I've heard ineligible for recommendation is absurd.
What that looks like for the video. So it's essentially the same as removing a video entirely because no one sees it anymore. Now let me be very clear. This was not the content's problem. Every single platform that I posted this video on had 0 issues with it. And when they did take these videos down, they didn't give a reason apart from community.
Are there any good TikTok alternatives? No. The only real alternatives are Reels, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. That's literally it. Like that's all there is. But like the issue with Instagram Reels is that you can literally see people die. Like I watched an Indian man get stepped on by an elephant one time, and he just fucking died. And then you know, YouTube Shorts is just full of AI slop and just trash. What about Red Note? No, Red Note was never gonna take off because it was never good. I don't know, like it's too Chinese. You know what I'm saying? Like you found me at a very Chinese time in my life, but it's like too Chinese. I don't think enough Western people would get on Red Note is the issue. You can say straight slurs on Instagram Reels. Yeah, you can. And on TikTok, you get banned if you say Epstein now.
Guidelines. And look, as I mentioned, I have posted
and Twitter is terrible
videos
too.
On this app, and if this was just this one-time thing,
Twitter's also
I would write
terrible.
it off. I'll say whatever. Let's not make a big deal of it. Move on with my life. But it was not a one-time thing. This is off of the back of TikTok attempting to permanently ban my account for reasons I only found out today, almost a year later, and we'll talk about that. They have dropped my RPM down.
This happened to me too. I used to make $1. I used to almost make $1. I used to make like 90 cents for my RPM. My RPM is now 1 cent, and it's been that way for a long time. What's crazy is that my RPM dropped after I blew up. So it was actually crazy. Or was it? No. My RPM dropped after I got banned for gambling. My RPM got dropped because I got banned for gambling on TikTok Live, even though I was playing Balatro. I was playing Balatro on TikTok Live, and I got banned for gambling because of Balatro, and my RPM dropped to 1 cent and has never recovered since then.
To the lowest amount possible on this app. This graph is it just in this year of it dropping to abysmal 0.01. And sometimes when TikTok removes a video of mine, they will block me from the appeals process by glitching the page. And my concerns only grew when a Dutch news organization reached out to me saying that they were experiencing similar issues too. The thing that really caught my eye is that you said it's potentially illegal under EU law that they are doing this. And so that was really like, whoa, okay. I didn't know we were going that far. So I mean, here's how crazy it's got over the years. There are times when my video on my page would look like it's fine. It's got 1 million views or so, but if you go on someone else's account, that video for them does not exist. We are talking about videos mysteriously disappearing without any notification from TikTok that its visibility has been limited. Now, there are certain laws against that, which we will get into further in the video, but it's particularly gaslighting for the creator because you're then told, oh, it's just a bad video.
TikTok removed some of our videos without notifying us or giving us the opportunity to object. Recently, TikTok took down a video about the Dutch government campaign Be Prepared, which helps citizens prepare for possible emergency situations. And what TikTok said really worried me because they told us that we were spreading misinformation. And we really didn't understand why, because we're a news organization. We're checking
and this
everything.
Information was from the government as well.
From the government, When TikTok deletes videos at random or shadow bans them, TikTok actually decides what news reaches viewers and which news doesn't. I think this is really troubling because TikTok isn't a journal.
But here's an issue, right? Because it's like TikTok could do this. TikTok could do this because it was in China, right? And it didn't and you can't really, like, you know, I don't know. You can't, what's the word I'm looking for? You can't make China do anything. But now it's owned by America, and so now it's even worse because now it's just going to become a Twitter, like a second Twitter, where all they push is political propaganda from one side, and they shut out the other side completely. And I think that's even worse. I think that's even worse than what was going on before.
It isn't actually fit to decide what's newsworthy or not.
But it was after this Venezuela reporting where things took a really wild turn to take us to where we are today. At this point, almost every video that I was putting on the platform was making me a loss. It was becoming harder to justify spending hours and days on research and editing just for a video to get taken down. So yeah, I did kind of reach a breaking point. I made a video and I said I'm going to be stepping back for a few days to focus on other platforms like YouTube. And honestly, I had no idea where this video was gonna go. It blew up in ways I couldn't even imagine. 26,000 comments, 150,000 shares, 2.9 million likes. I had no idea that many people would relate to a post.
That's not as much as my biggest World's Fastest 6'7", but it is a lot. So if you really think about it, the World's Fastest 6'7" is more important to the people than real news coverage.
Like this. I started getting hundreds of messages from other creators telling me their experiences. Accounts with millions of followers were commenting things on this post like, yep, I'm so sorry, this app is completely different now. I understand I lost my 5.8 million TikTok account due to a helicopter video. I left that platform after hitting 9.8 million and experienced the same thing. These are full-time creators with millions of followers. This is their job, and they're choosing or getting pushed off the platform. And for the longest time, I kind of thought that I was experiencing this because I was covering news, political content, etc. But after I posted that video and got this feedback, I started to think if everyone is experiencing something similar, then there has to be a bigger story here. And that is when I reached out to TikTok to see what they would say about some of these issues. And whew, it's crazy. Let's get into that.
A chat with TikTok. Let's see.
Let's go through the parts of their response that really...
Does he kind of got that shit on right now? He do kind of got that shit on. The sweater with the collar, no zipper, pocket, oversized, sweatpants. He kind of got that shit on, deadass. Deadass, he do kind of got that shit on. First, Sunny. The only thing that you're first in, Sunny, is being the worst, deadass. Haha, genuinely. Am I a fan of sparkling water if it's flavored? I only drink flavored water. I don't like the taste of water, so I only drink water. And it's gotta have see, here's the thing, right? Water has 0 calories. That's not how I drink water. I drink water with calories.
Stood out to me. Firstly, I asked them why my account was permanently banned earlier last year, and they said that I temporarily connected to a Wi-Fi network which was previously used by an account with a lot of violations. Now, that for me was more shocking than if my content was against their guidelines. Because remember, I got banned without the ability to appeal. So imagine if I didn't have the reach that I have to get in contact with someone at TikTok and sort this out. I may have never got my account back for something as simple as connecting to a Wi-Fi network at the Airbnb that you're staying at. Just imagine TikTok being your full-time job and your account
That's such a crazy thing to get banned over, though. Like, dead ass. Like, huh?
Removed overnight for something as simple as connecting to Wi-Fi. Things you can't even protect against. What happened?
I went on the app like normal, and a little like information bar popped up and basically just said that I need to edit my profile because I'm posing as another person or an organization in a confusing way. But anyway, I obviously I couldn't edit my profile. I tried to appeal it, and then one day just went on the app and they say your account has been permanently banned. They just would not let me access my account. Just disappeared.
Just because you looked and sounded like me.
I assume so, but they never really gave an explanation for that.
Dang.
Wiped out in a day. Just permanently deleted.
That would hurt so bad. If I got completely wiped out, I would be so sad. But I would just start another one and start over. You'd have to. You just got to keep going, you know.
You can do. You can't. I tried appealing.
But it is so disheartening, I bet.
What can you do?
So that was pretty shocking. Secondly, I asked why 5 of my reports on the Venezuela situation were removed, and they said that one of my posts, this one is crazy, one of my posts was shared by another user, and that user was wrongfully moderated by TikTok. As a result, the original video, which was my video, got penalized with the same result.
Well, hold on. Penalized? Penalized? I don't know about that.
So at this point... I'm thinking, now I've got to worry about the millions of people who share my videos daily, and that could end up causing my videos to get taken down.
How bad of a system do you have that you have a share button and like you're incentivized to like get people to share your content, but if somebody shares your content that has been penalized, then it can actually penalize you? What? Man, I was about to say something that would get me in a lot of trouble, but I'm not going to say it, though.
Down? I mean, it's starting to feel like you can breathe wrong on this platform and your content can get removed.
Yeah, so my TikTok got banned recently. I was doing it for about 6-7 years full time. Long story short, they banned me over a video of myself flying over New York City with my legs out the helicopter.
Did they give you a reason when that video got taken down?
Dangerous activities. You've got your seatbelt on, you've got a harness on. You know, there's many others videos like it. And I tried to explain that to them, but they told me no matter how many times I email them, the outcome will not change.
Now, in their defense, they also disclosed to me that a staggering 100 million videos get uploaded to TikTok daily. And I'll be honest, that is some serious scale that they have to moderate. And they said in just 3 months last year, 186 million videos were removed. That's an average of 2 million videos per day. But here's where things get scary, because yesterday I also spoke with an anonymous source, and they asked not to be named for legal reasons, and they told me this.
TikTok has their moderation team apps. They've sacked them all. I know some of them personally. So what happened is that they've used our moderation team to train their AI tools. They've sacked them to save money. And now moderation mistakes are happening left, right, and center. The result is that this platform is now being moderated incorrectly.
Yep.
People hate AI. This is a good example of AI replacing humans.
Now, it's not just my source telling me this. Sky News, they spoke to 3 whistleblowers from the UK's moderation team, and they said that more than 400 online safety workers have agreed to leave the company, with allegedly only 5.
Do you think what happened was that TikTok knew they were going to have to sell TikTok, right? ByteDance knew they were going to have to sell TikTok. So they were like, okay, so we don't care if the app goes to shit anymore because we're going to sell it. So let's just cut all the corners so that we can save as much money and make as much money. And who cares about the app, because we're going to sell it off to America anyways. And then they sell it off, and then they make out like a bandit, bro. They cut all the corners for the last year and saved all that money and kept all the money from the sale, and they let the app go to shit because they knew they were selling it a year ago. Damn.
5 individuals left. Obviously, that places a huge burden on the AI moderation, and TikTok have told me that 85% of content removed off of the platform is done so by automation.
Yeah.
Sky News is saying that 400.
I've been working
4.5 years.
Moderator at TikTok.
Well, what did they say was the reason? Do you think they hired 400 more humans or no? And it's not just the UK's moderation team. Reuters report that human layoffs and the move towards AI moderation is happening globally. Quote, the layoffs began the same day as for the teams in Asia, Europe, Middle East, and Africa. And that is where it seems we get to the root of the issue.
I wonder if America has
AI
moderation
simply
teams.
doesn't understand context in the same way that humans do. Think that the AI is accurate and capable enough to do what you were doing?
Hell yeah. Like what? Horrible. Yep. And the platform is worse for it. Let me tell you something. The platform is buns.
Does not let you post any.
Hey bro, what's my keyboard? My keyboard's custom. I built it myself. But the switches are King Whites. But yeah.
Thing that is you doing something that it doesn't like.
Appreciate
you
it.
sat
No
down
problem.
on the edge of a cliff and you had some lunch and it was super safe. There's no wind or anything. It's like that's promoting dangerous activities and you're a threat to society. And it's like,
that sounds like a machine looking at a situation like that and not understanding the context to the situation and removing it.
I consistently get comments almost every.
Why do I get so many questions about my keyboard? I think it sounds really good. If you're into mechanical keyboards, I put a lot of effort into making it sound good. And it's got a very particular type of sound that people want.
Every video, as a matter of fact, these days are filled with comments just saying, I've been following you for years and I haven't seen you in forever. Why don't I see you anymore?
I think I spent like $800 building it.
Because I don't know what's different from the content that used to go viral. It's still going viral on Instagram, on Facebook, on other platforms. And now TikTok's become like one of my least favorite platforms because of that. So
you see, to me, TikTok feels like a platform that has grown so quickly that its infrastructure couldn't even keep up. And as a result, it feels like they are over-relying on AI and technology to moderate. And I have a pretty hilarious example of that. So when I stood back from...
This is what I think about AI. This is what I think about AI. I think that everybody thinks that AI is going to like take over, right? Everybody thinks that AI is going to take over. And so there's like this AI bubble where everybody's trying to utilize AI to like cut corners. But what you're going to notice is that when you cut those corners with AI, they can't replicate humans and they never will be able to probably. And so you know, you're gonna have a worse quality product, and then people are gonna get mad, and then people are gonna be like, yo, what if we did this really cool thing where we didn't use AI? It's fully human made, fully human made company, and it's gonna be a better product, and then people are gonna use it, and it's gonna boom, and then that's how, like, that's just how AI is gonna fucking the AI bubble is gonna pop, because people are just gonna realize that AI is just shit. Like, in a lot of ways. There's a lot of ways AI is a really good tool. But the ways that people are trying to utilize it to cut corners is really bad.
From TikTok, I decided to post this video to the platform, and it was basically just a little jab at TikTok saying, hey, this is the kind of content you want me posting, right? Instead of important news, dancing away with KSI and News Baby, and it's just some AI slop. But the thing is, that got taken down for weapons.
Dang.
So I appealed it, because obviously there's no weapons in there, and they denied it and gave my account a strike. For that, if you get more than 3 strikes, your entire account can be banned.
Yeah.
So that was clearly not a human looking at that, and as a result, you know, it put my entire account in jeopardy. And here's the thing, I'm tempted to give TikTok grace for things like that. You know, they've got 100 million videos being uploaded
I
per
use
day.
ChatGPT
But on the
to
other
do my
hand, I
homework.
want to take that grace back, because every single person that I've ever spoken to say the only platform that they face these kinds of moderation issues is, you guessed it, TikTok. Have you ever had any videos that have been taken down from TikTok and also taken down on similar platforms? Is TikTok the only one?
TikTok is the only one, yeah.
So that video that ultimately got you banned, did that post get taken down on any other platform?
No.
No.
No, that's the thing, right? Nowhere else.
That leads us to the assumption that TikTok is doing something differently, and that thing that they are doing differently is not working. But it might be worse than just not working. It might be actually breaking some laws.
Called the European Media Freedom Act. So according to this act, a platform should inform a news organization that they want to delete a video and why. And then there should be an option to appeal this decision. And TikTok isn't doing that. It completely operates on its own. This is also interesting. So this same law also addresses shadow banning. Basically, a platform, the EU, isn't allowed to shadow ban a video without prior notice and consultation. TikTok is actually breaking that law.
And when I spoke to one of the former moderators TikTok made redundant, they said the company has the ability to reduce visualization of a post if that video violates a non-serious policy, but they don't notify a user in this case. And the user doesn't get notified of that.
Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, absolutely fine. I posted TikTok. Gone. Now the company I work with, it was a promo I was promoting, the helicopter ride.
Chat, should I start posting on Facebook? Should I start posting on Facebook, chat? I think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna start cross-posting from Instagram to Facebook. I think that's a good idea for me. What is this video? It's basically talking about how bad TikTok is.
In exchange for the ride, and they said to me it's never been this bad. Like, we've never had this issue before. So TikTok is changing dramatically, and it's getting to the point where no one wants to be on the app anymore.
But honestly, we don't know what exactly that is. It's a mystery. And that's like one of the main points that I want to make. TikTok is a company that is just shrouded in mystery. When I was
Make
over
an
at
exclusive
ByteDance's
Snapchat. I have
headquarters,
Snapchat.
This is what they said.
I don't
How
use
many
it,
people
but I
work
got it.
at TikTok in here?
Generally, we don't know the exact number. Because the structure of the company is like a mystery.
I was told by one of the coders at ByteDance, of course off the record, that not even he fully understands what is going on with their algorithm. And I don't know, maybe that makes the whole situation a lot worse. We don't know
What could
a lot.
like they're treating this shit like the Krabby Patty, Krabby Patty formula, bro. They're treating this shit like the Krabby Patty formula, bro. Like damn, it's not that crazy. How do the coders in your own company not even know? How do the how did the coders in your own company not even know damn, bro? Like I don't even.
about TikTok. What have you found so far that's been surprising, alarming?
The first thing really surprised me that this TikTok insider told us about the algorithm, that it's a complete black box.
You can't win it all. You can't win them
really
all.
Put their finger on
You
how
can't win them all,
it
deadass.
works.
That brings us to the money.
You can't win them all.
So, excuse the crazy
Damn, where'd he
scene
at?
change, but we are shooting another video in Canada, and this is an entire
Canada.
frozen lake. And we still need to finish this TikTok video.
I'm gonna be honest, chat. I'm never walking on a frozen lake. I don't care how frozen it is. I'm just simply not doing it. I'm just not doing it. Because with my luck, I would be the guy that fell through. And I'm not trying to die from cold ass water, dead ass. Like, I'm not trying to be that person. I'm just never doing it. There's a different level of person that is going to walk out onto a frozen lake, and it's not me. Just like I'll never go skydiving.
Go up. I think we were talking about monetization. And ironically speaking about that, the only reason we are able to, shoot out here is because of YouTube. Before we started YouTube, it doesn't make any sense to come all the way out here and shoot videos like this for short form, because, you could post your video and it could be taken down. Like, seriously, imagine coming all the way out to Canada to shoot this crazy video and it gets taken down by the moderation team. Or, you don't get paid anything, 1 cent per 1,000 views. It doesn't make any sense. And I think a lot of people were surprised when they found out that I was making 1 cent RPM, which is the lowest amount possible. But the thing is, it wasn't always like this. As you can see from this graph, like, it has been a steady decline. Even from this year, it was doing pretty well, and now it's just been this slow, steady decline to abysmal levels. And the craziest part is that I've heard a lot of creators speaking about this, that recently there has just been this drop in the amount that TikTok is paying. And to be honest, when I asked TikTok if there is any truth to this, one, they didn't really specify.
Obviously.
They didn't answer that question. They just gave me this long...
Again, this goes back to my theory that I think that they knew they had to sell TikTok, and so they stopped paying creators what they were. They dropped all of the creators creator fund programs, RPMs, and so they don't have to pay the creators as much because they knew they were going to be selling TikTok in a year. Would you rather have a disease where every single thing you eat turns into alcohol, so you get unhealthily drunk every time you eat, or have a disease that makes you shart every time you fart, with a 10% chance of you forgetting you have the disease every time you want to fart? I'm gonna take the shart one because I like diarrheaing.
Roundabout way of saying this is how creators get paid, and this is how much a video is worth to advertisers, which is all publicly available. What they did deny, though, is that there was a 30 video limit on how much...
Unc sneezes like a grandpa. Okay, no I don't, bro. I sneeze very regular, deadass. I deadass sneeze very regular.
You can get paid. But the thing is like, we don't really know, one, how much TikTok is earning, and two, how much they are actually sharing of what they earn with their creators. And look, I'm not gonna stand here and say that, TikTok should be paying its creators more. I actually do think that it's a genuinely tough problem to sort out and fix on short...
No, I'll sit here and I will definitely say that I think that TikTok should be paying their creators more. Like, YouTube pays their creators more. Why shouldn't TikTok pay their creators more? Their whole brand, their whole business model is based around creators. Why should they not be paying creators more?
Form, and that is the problem. It's short form that is the problem. But what I can tell you is that I got paid more with 3 million views on long form on YouTube than I did 300 million views on TikTok. That was a wake-up call for me, and I was like, this is not sustainable. And actually, YouTuber Mark Jones made a really good point on this topic.
I was just at the TikTok Awards. I met a super talented TikToker, 600k followers, getting tens of millions of views, and she was still working a full-time job while living with her parents. Now, I'm not sharing this to shame her, I'm sharing this to illustrate a problem. 80 to 90% of the short-form creators I meet are starving artists.
And I think that's what really worries me about the social media space right now. I think TikTok came along and unintentionally broke the creator economics. You know, they became so successful that every other platform, including YouTube, Instagram, and they copied the hell out of TikTok. And because of that, you've got this whole new generation of creators that are exclusively short form that are getting millions and millions of views. Everyone knows their names, but they are hardly making any money, or at least not as much as you would expect them to be.
They all talk about how jealous they are of long-form creators. Short-form content is just so much less sustainable. The ad revenue sucks, the conversion rate's terrible, sponsors won't pay as much for it, and in the past we've seen extreme versions of what can happen when content creation becomes less sustainable. Platforms like Vine didn't die because viewers stopped watching, they died because creators got sick of getting millions of views while still struggling to make ends meet.
And that's the thing, that is exactly why I had to start prioritizing YouTube. It's harder, but the payoff once you actually make it is a lot greater. You can start putting more weight into your videos. And that's the thing, YouTube's profit split with their creators is the sole reason why creators like Speed, MrBeast, the Sidemen exist. The short form equivalent simply doesn't. They're able to make their money, reinvest that money back into their content, and now they're honestly competing with the likes of Hollywood production studios. And that's why when a creator gets really big on TikTok, they end up just wanting to leave to YouTube because it only makes sense. So there is this talent vacuum on TikTok, which honestly, it's sad to see. And I really want there to be a thriving place where you can make money and continue on short form on TikTok. But yeah, I mean, it's a tricky problem, as I said, but I really need to pee. So let's cut to the next scene.
Did you know that whenever you're out in the cold, it makes you want to pee? Because your body doesn't want to deal with all the liquid inside because it's trying to regulate your body temperature. Unc, your thumbnails have been peak recently. Thank you. Thank you. That goes to my editing team, Sunny. Sunny and my new editing team, Sunny, has been really killing it with them.
So what happens now? Well, I feel like I've been creating on.
One time I legitimately saw a dog being cooked on YouTube. Yeah, I got called an N-word F slur on TikTok in TikTok DMs one time, and I reported it, and TikTok said that nothing was wrong. Answer your would you rather. Would you rather live in a world where the only social media app is Snapchat Spotlight, or live in a world where the only social media is Instagram? I'm gonna take Instagram, because my Instagram reels do kind of bang. So I'm gonna take that.
The platform for such a long time, and now it finally feels like I've said everything that I've wanted to say. It's very clear that there is a big problem for creators on TikTok right now. And I genuinely hope that this video can inspire something to change, because I love TikTok and I want to see it thrive. I want to continue thriving on TikTok as well. And for those of you TikTok employees watching this right now, I hope that you see this video as a way of your creators caring enough about the platform to say something and want something to change, and not just let it die off like
sad.
Vine or something like that. But I also acknowledge that
TikTok will die off like Vine.
That this is going to be seen. And,
TikTok will actually die off like Vine.
I don't know what TikTok is going to look like for News Daddy for the coming years, but yeah. As always though, let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments. I'm going to continue shooting YouTube videos right now. As you can see, we are out shooting an amazing video. So I thought we'd give you guys something to look at, and hopefully see you on TikTok soon.